I might have made a mistake. I think that red pepper was a spicy one.
So we are getting ready to board our flight from LAX to Seoul Incheon on Asiana Airlines. Now we are flying on the A380, which is the double-decker, and we're upstairs in business class. But first, to prep for our flight, we're gonna go upstairs to the Star Alliance Lounge at LAX and see what this lounge is all about.
Alrighty, we're
Nothing like a beer in the morning.
all right. So we've been in the lounge. This is the Star Alliance Gold Lounge, and when you're flying to Asia, what better way to start your morning out than with a bowl of...
So I have rice noodles, Vietnamese beef broth, a little crab and chicken in there. I just kind of threw it all in there.
Yeah, that lounge is packed. A lot of international flights leaving right now. It's nice. Some good meals.
Limited seating though. It is really packed, and we're sitting outside, which is a little noisier than inside, but it's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, and we've got, what, how much time?
Like an hour.
An hour.
Until we board.
Yeah.
So
Let's do this.
we're
I'm
good.
excited. All right, so we are boarding our flight now, and one of the cool things is that this plane is so big, it's got a second story. So you can see a little bit right here. Let me show you just how big this plane is. It's absolutely massive. 2 floors. We're going right up there. Excited.
I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite airplanes to fly. We're on the A380 double-decker, and who's upstairs? This girl is, and so are you.
All right, so we have boarded our plane, and Clint and I decided to go back to back.
We both like the window for these flights, so.
Yeah, I mean, you want to look out in such a big plane.
I'm excited.
But we're on the top deck. It's so quiet. I mean, business class is always thumbs up.
The configuration's 1-2-1. So if you are a couple, you could sit in the middle, but then you won't get the window seat. So instead, I'm just gonna peek over and creep on him all flight.
We're gonna settle in and check out what this seat, or these seats, have to offer. Let's take a quick tour of this seat. And look at this huge.
What's huge?
Look at this thing. It's almost the size of Colette.
I can come in and hang out.
Yeah.
Sit down.
And then what else do we have? We've got.
We have slippers. Yay, slippers. You get a l'Occitane en Provence. It's always, I like to look inside of these things. Ooh, goodies. Oh, okay. So this is like moisturizer and lip balm. Necessary on flights. Got socks and a night mask. Earplugs, tissues, a toothbrush, a comb. And that's all, folks.
All right, so we're all settled in, and one of the best things is champagne on a flight, right? Well, they couldn't serve us while the door was still closed, customs law, but I'll show you who's peeking at me. But they brought it to us as soon as the door was closed. That is service. Thanks, Asiana. Take a look. The creeper.
What's up? You come here often?
So good morning, everyone, or should I say good afternoon. We took a nap when we first got on here, and the purpose of that was to basically kickstart our circadian rhythm to get on Manila time. So it was initially like 3 a.m. when we boarded the plane. Now it's 7, 8 a.m. in Manila, and hopefully this will make it a little bit easier when we get there. So start out with a nap. Now I think I'm ready to have my dinner. So when we got on, we asked the flight attendants, hey, do you mind holding our dinner? And fortunately they did, or didn't mind. And now I'm going to have that with a cup of coffee, just like I would in morning time to get started. So one other cool thing is they left a cute little note while we were sleeping. Look at this thing. Look, it's like a little love note.
Okay, so I just got my main course for lunch today. It's technically breakfast, Korea time, but I got Korean BBQ, which is a staple in Korea, and we've got a bulgogi and rice and kimchi, and this meal looks so good. And in typical Korean fashion, they bring it in all little tiny dishes, separate, and you make your own meal. So let's dig in.
How do I eat this? Do I make like little sandwiches, or do I make, this is soup?
Yes.
And then I make this into little wraps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, so I got some information. We got soup, and then basically you make little lettuce wraps with the beef and the rice and the accoutrements, and just throw it right in your mouth. So I'm excited for this. I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, so that Korean barbecue was amazing. Probably top 5 meals I've ever had on an airplane.
Okay, I want to talk to you about the size of these bathrooms. These things are gigantic. Look at this stuff. That's actually a toilet, but it's nice and spacious. These things are huge. What's up, guys? So we are actually in
The lounge.
the lounge. That's right. This is the little lounge area where you can just chill and relax and stand up, stretch your legs. I don't know. Or just film videos like this.
Through the city in an airplane, I can see everything below.
Hi, thank you. Wow, what a flight. That was such a treat. I can't believe it was 13 hours. It was such a pleasure. Just got off the plane and now we're at Seoul Incheon Airport getting ready for our next flight, but highly recommend LAX to Seoul on Asiana Airlines.
That was one of my favorite business class flights.
Agreed. I mean, if I were to criticize anything, I would say it's a little outdated, but overall.
Look, there she is.
Oh, should we say hello? Look at the plane. Look at how pretty she is.